What is good, my zesty Aries? It is I, Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. I wanted to do a reading on the Aries Collective when it came to romance. So let's see what's going on in your life. Please keep in mind that this reading may or may not resonate, or it could just focus on potential energies at this time. Okay, we're going to see what's going on in your situationships, actual romance, singlehood, whatever comes out about love. We're going to go on ahead and we're going to get into it. So, first, let's go on ahead and get this situated. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Lee. I am an intuitive reader. And yeah, that's all you need to know, I guess. This big ass chunk of whatever. Try to get it up in here. Why are they so big? I probably shouldn't burn it like this, but I feel like that's the only way you're gonna get a good smudge going on, right? I want to make sure that all the energies from my previous reading is clear, because I did a reading on Justin Bieber, so it was kind of heavy. So I just want to get that all out the way here. That's myself too. Alright. Do y'all like the smell of sage? I like it. I don't think it's bad. It's strong, but I don't think it's bad. All right, sweet universe, what's going on with the Aries Collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus, all that, wherever, even though I want to kind of focus on your, Venus and your 7th house and maybe your Mars, but who knows? Just whatever. If you're an Aries in some form or fashion, you're more than welcome to listen to it. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Aries and their romantic lives. What do they need to know? What confirmations are needed at this time? Like I said, again, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not make sense to any of you. But I'm going to look at it like there's somebody out here is going to receive the message from these cards. Somebody. And even if you are choosing whatever makes sense, that's how it's supposed to go. Because this isn't just a 100%. I can't tell you what's going to happen unless I do a personal read for you. Which I am considering doing a Etsy so that it'll be easier for people. But anyway, so we have engage in higher reason. So the ultimate question here is, are you going about your situation due to a lack of clarity or fear? Are you overreacting? Now, please don't get up in arms because you're like, girl, I don't know you like that to be calling me. I'm not saying that you're tripping, but it could possibly be fear talking to you. And so the thing is that it's best for you to get all of the information before you just jump head first assuming shit, right? I also want to put out here that just because you're in a talking stage with someone does not give you the right to tie them down. Don't shoot the messenger, but hear me out. If you're in a talking phase, this person should not be the only person that you're talking to. Because 10 times out of 10, the person that you're thinking of probably isn't talking to just you either. This is how you will know for certain if whether or not this particular individual is worth investing time into. Just because you like somebody does not mean anything. And I got that from a video I saw on Facebook, but it's so true. Liking somebody has gotten a lot of people in trouble. It's gotten them beat up. It's gotten them pregnant. It's got them burnt. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's emotionally or physically. Taken advantage of. All because someone likes someone. But when you take the time to invest to see if whether or not this person is worth all of your energy, and then it gets to the point where you want to ask yourself, can I see myself loving this person? Is this person worth loving? You see what I'm saying? So I just felt like I needed to say that. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket when you have so many options out there. We are not living back in the chivalrous days, if you will, where men and women were really trying to pine for the other person's attention, and there was a guarantee that you was going to meet a match. That's not how this generation is anymore. It truly is every man and woman for themselves. So before you try to get upset because this person is not giving you the amount of attention, you have to step back and ask yourself, why is it so important for this person to fulfill my needs? But are you meeting them halfway? And I'm not talking about just sending text messages. There's more to a connection than sending text messages. Are you going beyond halfway to prove to this person? Because it's one thing that a man and a woman can't stand is a needy individual. I just want to put that out there. So let me look at this real quick. Engage in higher reason, but I think I was correct on it. I think that this is pertaining to the need to realize that you might be in your head and you don't need to be. So page number 47. Okay, so yeah, are you unsure of what is actually true? Or is it just fear or illusion talking? Are you feeling insecure and threatened? Not to worry, you are safe. It is time to discern fact from fiction. So right off bat, let me take a look and see what else this is saying. Alright, okay, yep, that's what I thought. So this right here is pertaining to those that are in situationships. And you're wanting to know, what am I doing? What are we? And that is why I felt like, let's see, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why I felt like I needed to say what I needed to say. You're in a situationship right now where this individual is most likely breadcrumbing the fuck out of you. You know what I mean? What are you doing? And then you immediately send them a reply just to get a response back maybe hours to days later. And when you do get a response, it's not the way that you would want it to be. You put a lot of energy into sending them a message and they're just like, Are you going through that right now? Are you afraid that there is something wrong with you? No, there's nothing wrong with you. you're just investing too much time, overly investing too much time into someone that does not look at you as a priority. That's exactly what that is. Be of service is the challenge. So I feel like with be of service, I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You are there, the drop of a dime when they need you. But they can't be that way for you. And you have to look at it for what it is. Why is it that you can make time for this person, but when it comes to you making time or them making time for you, there's all kinds of excuses as to why they can't do it? Or if you need someone to talk to and you were looking at this person, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic standpoint. This could be a platonic situationship where you're wanting to be friends with someone and they don't consider you a priority. And like most individuals that have friends, you know, they are hoping to be able to call somebody and have late night talks about certain situations. But if this person is not giving you that, then baby, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I'll read the booklet. Be of service. Where you at? Hold on. I will always complain about how this deck needs to be alphabetically organized. It's just because my brain, I'm not trying to overstimulate myself trying to find something that should be. It's just a pet peeve of mine. Be of service. All right, let me be quiet. Page 97. All right. So it says, you don't have to withdraw from the world to find your purpose. Engage in your duties with a sense of loving purpose, and your true path will open up. So what are you asking of them? It says, your divine energy is calling for you to be of the world, be in the world but not of it. Work with love and respect. Okay, devote yourself to service of high love. The highest value and trust to fulfillment will be coming your way. Give yourself in your life meaning by serving with intentional love and humility, no matter what task is at hand. Nothing is permanent, and how you do what you do today will open up doors for tomorrow. Okay, so basically the challenge is, like I said, you're trying to put all of your eggs in one basket with one person. And that individual may not be in the position to properly acknowledge you for the good woman or man that you are. So, casually making friends and I'm not even going to say dating, but taking the time to get to know other people is the way to go. Because no one likes to be in this emotionally draining situation where you're constantly in pain because you want to be friends with somebody and they don't want that. They don't want to be close to you. I'm going to be the one to tell you, they do not want to be close to you. Men and women are not as complicated as they try to make themselves out to be. I had a man himself that did the same shit that this person is doing to you, Tell me, when a man is interested in you, he will make time for you. And I'm not talking about making time to sext you or to get into bed with you or to send you DP pics or DP, yeah, DP. I'm talking about somebody that actually wants to take you out on a date. And it don't even need to be a date. It could just be y'all hanging out, going to the park, outside, in the sun, in public. Y'all both getting your vitamin D on. Or going to a library, something engaging, so that you can learn about one another. We gotta stop looking at looks to solidify our feelings for people. Yeah, of course. Yes, everyone wants to be with a good looking or a beautiful woman because they believe that they will have beautiful kids. It may not even be your looks that gives your children the looks that you desire. It might be your uncles, your aunties, ones that might look ugly as hell as of right now, but was beautiful back in their younger days. You see what I'm saying? So it may not be you. I'm just saying, like, don't look at those things alone. Because I feel like when you run into a relationship like that, you're feeding off of vanity and other things that come with it. Yeah, this person might be good looking. I mean, fine as hell. But you're going to be procreating with someone who is conceited, that knows and believes that he can get away with anything that he wants. See what I'm saying? Like, you need to be with someone that is going to be there for you and not afraid to be vulnerable around you. Not someone that just wants to be your guy or your girl at night. Just don't do it. Build on solid ground, okay? So I believe that this is saying right now that your current circumstances, they ain't what they need to be. You're taking these crumbs and you're trying to build this solid foundation. And these morsels are, no, baby. What are you doing? Reassess. Look at this situation for what the hell it is. Again, you are focused, you are hyper focused on this particular energy right here. I don't know if it's because they can give it to you real good. I don't know if it's because they have money. I don't know if it's because this is someone that you were once really good friends with and you're wanting to, you want to move on to something new. But the thing is, I'm trying to tell you, they aren't trying to be that way with you. They're not. And if this is someone because you just think that they just have this high street cred, or there's just something about him that you just can't get enough of, but you can't go to his house, he can only talk to you around certain times of the day, chances are he's probably got a lady. I don't want to hear no bullshit about, oh, well, he said he can't. Y'all need to stop being so quick to believe these dudes. Don't be mad at the other woman. You got to start questioning, why are you coming to me with this shit? You're still attached, some form or fashion. You still attached. Don't bring that shit to me. I don't want to hear it. We got to do better. And stop accepting these raggedy ass type of men into our lives. Because you think that your I'ma fix him mentality is going to work. Baby girl, it's not. If it's a dude that's doing this and you dealing with a raggedy end, yo, I'ma fix them, it's not going to work. They ain't coming to you to be changed. They're coming to you because they saw that you saw something in them and they want to take from you. They want to see what they can get out of you. They want to see just how much you're going to keep on pampering them and putting them on this pedestal that they raggedy ass don't deserve to be on. Let's keep it all the way real, okay? So let's go ahead and get started on the read. Actually, let's continue with oracles. So, sweet universe, what message do you have starting? We already have the foundation of this, but what would you like to add on? Or do I want to use these? We'll see. I feel like I should use my what's the T oracle, but we'll see. Wow, that came out. So it says, do something kind for someone without any expectation. Okay. Now that's interesting that this came out and we're doing this for Aries. Some of y'all are people pleasers. And I'm a people pleaser. I can recognize that. So it's easy for me to call you out on it too. So if it's not you, because this could be reversed roles, somebody is doing extra in hopes to get something out of it. But the thing is, you're going about it wrong. And this is why you're not getting what you want. Maybe you are overcompensating, trying to get this person to see just how wonderful you are. You're going out of your way buying this person jewelry or clothing or cars or whatever the case may be because you want them to see the good in you, and really, that's not the way you should go about it. Be there for them when they don't have anyone else to turn to on a spiritual level. When they're going through something traumatic, be there for them. If they're physically hungry and they send you a text, hey, I forgot my wallet, can I get $10? Be there for them in that aspect. But you don't have to overcompensate yourself and, let's be real, put yourself in bankruptcy, just to prove that you are that ideal person, because I don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit. You just gonna be their go-to whenever they need something. I know somebody right now that's going through that, and she can't get rid of his raggedy ass. I have one card, please. One more? Oh, hold on. One flip. I saw it. Whew. Alright, so it says, give your inner critique a vacation day and be kind to yourself. Okay? Stop blaming yourself for what you think that you're lacking. This is not you doing anything. There is nothing wrong with you. Why is it that I keep going to this, or I keep attracting the same type of men? Why is it that I keep attracting the same type of women? Because you don't know how to choose a bond or above your pay rate, if you will, or pay grade energetically. Learn how to step out of your comfort zone and become friends with successful leaders. I'm trying my best to do that. And it ain't because I'm trying to be a gold digger. No. It's because I want to learn how to be successful. I want to own my own business one day. And I want to be around successful individuals that can help navigate me there in a sense of words. You see what I'm saying? Not financially. Show me the ropes logically on what it is that I need to do. Because somebody who is out here in these streets ripping and running and going from door to door, bed hopping and all that, I don't want that. I don't want community dick. I don't want community nay-nay. I don't want it. You should not want that. So don't try to internalize this. Why? It's because you truly do need to choose better. Listen to these degenerates out there because they're telling you. And this ain't me being a pick-me. This is me just being smart. Listen to them. They're telling you. If you chose better, you wouldn't be in this situation. And that is the truth. So you got to get out of your mental impoverishment. Okay? And realize your value. And stop dimming your light for somebody that will never take value of who you are until after the fact. Have some more cards, please. Wow, that flew. Look, it says, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole thing, or this whole living thing. You too busy trying to focus on shit that don't matter when it comes to relationships. What about the relationship with yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? You over here stressing yourself out about a dude or a girl? Got your blood pressure up? Your hair falling out? You over here depressed? For what? Think about the other individuals that they causing stress to. Don't always believe that the grass is greener on the other side, because that shit ain't true. There's always another side of the picket fence. Always. Now we have, you could use some self-care time, like now. Schedule it in. See what I mean? Like, yeah, you need to take more care of yourself. You cannot attract, and this is man or woman, you're not going to attract what you're wanting until you believe that you deserve it. Listen, I was trying to get away from my town. Still to this day, I'm trying to get away from this town. But I realized, after having a conversation with a loved one, whether I had it all together or not, I was still running away from certain problems. And if I want my home to be considered a home, I have to put forth the effort to turn it into my home. It doesn't matter about the outside appearance. It doesn't matter how modernized it is. To turn anything into your personal possession requires your intentions, your motivation, your passion, your eagerness to make something happen. So you have to get yourself out of that mental slump and tell yourself every day, I'm fine. And I'm not just talking about your face card. I'm talking about as a whole, I'm fine, and everything's gonna be okay. When you start allowing those energies to run amok, you'll start to see things from a different perspective, and you will be wasting less time. You'll be wasting less time, on this individual over here that's not focused on preparations of life. They're just trying to get in where they fit in. They're focused on the here and now. They'll think about the consequences later. Don't let that be you. So let's go ahead and so like I said, this reading may not be for everybody, but I have a strong feeling that somebody's going to take heed to this message, whether you want to hear it or not. Now is the time for you to glow up all the way around. Everybody's got their face on YouTube trying to see what celebrity is going to be exposed. Well, now is the time for your ass to be exposed. You over here letting these individuals wipe their feet all over you, and for what? You're better than this. You are better than this. And you know that you are. But you grown. So I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do, nor should I. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. So it's up to you on whether or not you want to heed this message or not. And I'm not coming at you in a judgmental way. I look at y'all as family. You're watching this video, so you are giving me permission to read your ass for filth if I need to. Listen, I read myself for filth all the time. For always being impatient and just doing too damn much. So don't think, don't think that it's just you. So we have the Three of Wands here. And when I see this usually traditionally we'll talk about waiting for your shifts to come in. So I have a feeling that you are in a no contact situation. You haven't heard from this individual, or maybe they said that they just needed a break. But I feel that you are having a hard time trying to figure out your next move. And when I look at her looking out this window and she sees those little sailboats, there's two of them out there. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone that is long distance from you, whether it's a different state or a different country. And you've been sitting here waiting. I can also look at the letters, so this could represent like you have not, maybe you have a letter that you want to send out, but you're not for certain on whether or not this person has received them or not, or if they're ever going to respond back to you. But I do see that patience is there, or you are currently on a pause, if you will. I'm trying not to stammer. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here with Be of Service. And like it said, it's asking for you to be in the world but not of it. Okay? So again, I feel like your luck will change when you allow different vibes to enter your world. But I do believe that belief in yourself is the only way that this is also going to transpire. If you are truly sick and tired of falling for the same individuals, I believe that you're going to change the pattern, because I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune represents changes and patterns and cycles. You're going to break that cycle. And if you need to be by yourself for a little bit, embrace that. You don't need to be in a relationship to be whole. Being in your own personal power is so rewarding in itself. I don't know why people put a negative viewpoint on singlehood. Because you ain't got to worry about nobody cheating on you. You ain't got to worry about nobody playing mind games with you. You can do things the way that you want. You can take time in a relationship, a platonic relationship. And when both of you are ready, then you guys can take that step. There's no rushing or black and white. There's none of that going on. So if you really want to change your patterns, allow yourself to see your value and your worth. You're going to have to tell yourself, I gotta leave these dudes alone. I gotta leave these girls alone because ain't nothing good coming out of this. I don't care how fine they are. I don't care how funny they are. They could be the best cook in the world, but would still serve your ass poison mentally and emotionally. It's time for you to separate yourself so that you can see with discernment your true options. You ain't got to be out here going by what other people say that you should follow suit with, is what I'm trying to say. I don't care if it's your family. Tell myself, I think you should hook. No, absolutely not. I remember my grandmother, for the longest time, now I know I'm here and Nick Cannon is there, but my grandmother had high hopes for Nick Cannon. And I'm not saying that Nick Cannon is a bad dude, but he just, you know, he got too many kids. And that's his prerogative, but that's not for me. And my grandmother used to say, you need to hurry up and get famous because I would love to see you with Nick Cannon. When I told her, I said, Grandma, you remember when you said that? She said, I do and I regret it. I'm glad that didn't work out that way. Because she just thought that he was just a goofy character. But she saw that he was a goofy character with what? 13 kids? So, no. Just because somebody sees that you should be a part of what they got going on does not mean you got to follow suit with that shit. Break those patterns. Be the first person in your friend group to actually step outside of themselves and go and explore a different path, whether it is ethnicity wise. You know, try something different, in a different financial practice, whatever the case may be. Put yourself higher up than what you are currently doing at this time. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you are one of those individuals that believes that your current preference is not where it's at, try something new, is what I'm trying to say. Try something new in all aspects. There's so many of us around. And I'm pretty sure that if you have your mind set on the right things, a lot of us are a catch. If you would just give it a try. Stop friend zoning everybody. Y'all over here friend zoning your potential soulmates. What? Because of the fact that they ain't, you know, they don't look the way that you want them to look. We don't got our hearts broken by those that look amazing, okay? It's just not in them to be wholesome and faithful. Hell, we already saw with Jay-Z. You see what he looked like? Nobody can be trusted in that aspect that has that mentality that they can just get whatever they want. So you have to learn how to value yourself, okay? We have the Eight of Wands. So it says to build on solid ground. The Eight of Wands here could represent a series of, it could be a conundrum of things coming your way. at a high velocity. So either you're going to be receiving messages. It's going to be an influx of information coming your way, whether it's on social media, through rumors, or if it is someone that's trying to come back in. I still say to reassess the situation. So just because this person decides, so for some of you that are wondering if whether or not I'm going to confirm, yes, this person's going to come back and things are going to go back to where it used to be. Here's the thing. They showed you who they were the first time. So if you were ghosted, they're going to ghost you again. I'm sure that's probably not what you want to hear, but they're going to ghost you again. And this is why I say to don't ever put all of your eggs in one basket. Reassess the situation. We have the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands is saying, now listen here. We're better than this. Your intuition is already telling you what time it is. And it's interesting that, I mean, this is a reading for Aries. So your reading is telling you straight up. You need to get your confidence back. Don't ever let anybody steal your essence, because you are the prize. You are the prize. And no, it does not matter if you're an Aries or not, because a lot of you may not be 100% Aries. You might have it in your chart somewhere. But I'm still talking to someone that has it in it. But at the end of the day, take away the zodiac signs, you deserve mutual respect. You are, you don't understand your worth. And I'm over here looking like, damn, this person is beautiful, business oriented, a possible business owner if you get your head out of your ass and stop being scared. You're over here devaluing yourself for someone that can't tell if they coming or going. Now, how is that doing you any good? It ain't, and you know it ain't. But your intuition's telling you. You know you ain't got no business with this person. And because of how attractive you are, I hate to say it, but that's the reason why they're with you. You're sexy. And I don't like the term sexy because that means you're fuckable. They fantasize about hitting it from behind and all that shit. That's all they care about. And if it ain't from behind, they just want to say that they had you. To some of you, you're nothing but a number. And I think you know that. You know that. And maybe they're nothing but a number to you. But I just know that somebody is very passionate, and it could be the both of you. You both may have it going on and know how to turn one another out. And because of the fact that y'all knew that this was just a carnal thing, y'all don't know what to do with yourselves because y'all don't turn each other out. And it's like you don't want to go nowhere else, but you don't want to be attached, or vice versa. Like you try to play the no strings attached, but it's hard. It's harder for you than it is this person. because now your feelings are involved. You got to readjust yourself. You're going to have to get yourself back up like, because I'm telling you, the only thing that you're going to be remaining in is the bed if you allow yourself to be. That's it. Because you ain't moving no further. And I'm not trying, I promise you, I'm not trying to downplay this. I'm just telling you for what I see. That's what I see. I need to, yeah, turn this off real quick. So, yeah, you're too smart for this. And what is she drawing? I think this is her heart. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the lizard that she's drawing. She's sketching a lizard. My fault. Yeah, your intuition is telling you. And I also feel like you question, like, why is it that this person always brings out the negative in me? It's because you ain't got no business engaging with them. That's why it's important for you to talk to multiple people. Be friends with multiple people. So then you ain't got to worry about all the extra that comes with that one particular person. It'll be easier for you to just move on. All right, why is the King, I'm not sorry, the Three of Wands here? Why did you choose these cards, sweet universe? I also feel like some of y'all are waiting for some type of event to take place, but there are situations that need to come to fruition before anything happens. It's not time. I feel like right now is not the time. And you might get a message. But even in saying so, I do believe you need to remove yourself from whatever circumstance that you're in at this time. You might be in a relationship with somebody, or you might be on the verge of getting a divorce. You might be self-sabotaging yourself. You know, you may not be ready. So ask yourself, am I ready to be in a relationship with this person? What can I bring to the table? And I know a lot of people don't like that, but what I'm saying is, are you going to bring insecurities to the table? If you're not ready to be in a relationship with anybody, then I don't suggest you be in a relationship with anyone. You got to be comfortable with being bored by yourself. Only then, when you get comfortable with that, when you begin to be comfortable with boredom and just enjoying life by yourself, will you be empowered to handle anyone that you allow in without questioning their motives. Because you're going to be in a place where you're like, I don't need you. Let's get that through your head right now. I don't need you here. I want you here. Know the difference. And I feel like you need to know the difference as well. You don't need nobody in your life but yourself and God and your kids. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles and some romantic readings can symbolize someone that is by themselves, singlehood. So a lot of you are single. You're wanting to know, am I in a relationship? What are we? Baby, you're single, okay? This is also someone who's secure in the bag or needs to secure the bag. In other words, you need to take care of yourself. Instead of focusing on when they go come back in your life, you need to be taking care of yourself. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, this could be Taurus energy, but how I'm looking at this is someone who is playing it safe. They are taking their time before they plant their seed in this tilled soil. And there could be several reasons as to why they're taking their time. Maybe they're waiting for the right temperature, or maybe they're trying to find the best soil to plant their seed in. Whatever the case may be, this person is being cautious and they're taking their time. Tauruses are usually good about patience, even though they are obsessive in other ways. But I mean, I'm a Taurus and Venus, so there's that. I feel like you, and you might have Taurus in Venus, but I feel like you really want a luxurious lifestyle, or you want to build up for a luxurious lifestyle, and that can rightfully be yours. But you're not gonna find it in somebody that is a trash bag bandit. You're just not gonna do it. I don't care how many outfits you buy that dude or girl. They always gonna have that little miniature backpack because they are used to house hopping. We have the Temperance. So with the Temperance and the Eight of Wands, I feel like with this message or this result that you're going to receive, this is going to require for you to heal and take this time to, what's the word I'm looking for? Alchemize your next steps. So you have a choice. Her third eye is activated here. So I kind of feel like, I know you knew that this was coming. You knew that there was going to be some excuse, or maybe you're going to get a message from another person or the third party that you was not anticipating. And so you're just like, okay. So I got to figure out how to handle this. But I do believe that patience is needed again. Healing is needed at this time. And we have the King of Wands here. So with the King of Wands on top of the Queen of Wands, this is you standing in your power of your passion. You know what you could bring to the table. Stop dumbing yourself down or dimming your light for somebody that's not going to value you the way that you want to be valued. Just look at it for what it is. They don't deserve to be in your space. They just don't. Just because you want quality in life does not mean that you're a gold digger or you're desperate for love. You just gotta choose wisely. Invest wisely. Like I said, these men will be quick to tell you in a heartbeat. That's their go-to. Well, you shouldn't have been with a dude like me. Choose better. But I still want you to kind of be stupid just in case you let me up in there again. Like, what type of shit is that? It makes no sense. You know it doesn't make any sense. So why bother, right? Why bother? I really hope that you take stock on what I say. Because listen, I've been there, done that. I'm 41 years old. I ain't got time for games no more. I will happily be single if that means that I get to keep my sanity and my peace. Between these two. Yeah. I don't care how good looking somebody is. I All right, so we have the Six of Swords. So to me, like I said, you're sitting here wanting to know whether or not, what are we? You waiting for that result? And here it is. You need to get out of the situation. You're going to transition. I feel like you're going to be, naturally you're going to be mad. You're going to be irritated because you're going to feel like your time is wasted. Again, this is why it's important for you to not put all of your eggs in one basket. Because at least talk to two other individuals platonically. And get a feel of who they are. And if neither one of them work out, take a break for a little bit and then get back out there and talk to 3 more people. You don't have to be in the bedroom to be a thing. Get to know them with your clothes on. So we have the Tower card. So, yes. And what was the... Yeah, be of service. You don't need to be a part of this. I think that social media and these toxic ass connections that we be watching, they influence people into thinking that this is what they want. That's not what you want. You don't want to constantly be fighting and for what? Being a baby mama. I love my kids with all my heart, okay? I do. But I wish that I chose better. I wish that I chose better. It was either choosing better or not having kids at all. But they're here. So there's nothing I can do about it. So for those that can have children, well, you don't know, but if you have the option to have children, wait until you know who this person is. Make sure that this is someone that you really could see your life with for a long time, okay? Because as long as you 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, depending on how many kids you have, are still alive, that person's still gonna be in your life. And I understand that people can change. I get that. And you can't help if they try to flip mode on you. You can't help that. But I still want you to be in a place where you are your own security before you give your essence to someone else and expect for them to do it for you. But yeah, so I feel like with this Tower card, there's going to be a situation that's going to break your heart. It's going to piss you off because that belief system that you thought that y'all was building up, you're going to learn real quick. And this ain't your first rodeo. Maybe you're with the same person that is hot and cold, that you always let them in. When you're going to get tired of this shit, they're never going to change, sweetheart. They're never going to change. Never going to change. Why change when I know that you're just going to forgive me anyways? That's the cards that I should be digging out. My, I need to, I keep saying that I'm going to do it. I need to stop being lazy and going ahead and redo these cards. I'll be tickled pink if that card comes out. But anyways, but what I said was, why change if you're just going to forgive me anyways? Because that's the mindset. So we have the Page of Swords. And so I feel for some of y'all, and this is for some, let me tell you something. trying to cast a spell on somebody in hopes that they're going to see the worth in you, it's a waste of time. You got to stop going to other people in hopes to make a dream that should not come true. So what you gonna do if you cast a spell on somebody and they end up resenting your ass? Or they're so obsessed with you that you don't know what to do with it? You aren't thinking logically if that's what you're doing. You aren't. Also trying to spread rumors, threatening the other person because they embarrassed you. That ain't got nothing to do with them. This is why I said, again, do not put all of your eggs in one basket. If I am encouraging you to talk to somebody else besides this person as a way of getting to know them, it's only because of the experience that I have experienced too. If it's okay for them to talk to multiple people, then why can't you? Well, I can hear you. Well, it's because I'm not trying to talk to everyone. But see, you're trying to tie somebody down and you don't know shit about them. You're honed in, like I said, hyper-focused on what they can do for you and what you expect from them. And you're closing off other possibilities. So when they when they disappoint you time and time again, you're not looking anywhere else. You just keep looking at them. I would love to talk to what's her name? Lori Harvey. I would love to see how she do it. She keeps it cute. She keeps it classy. She keeps motherfuckers in check. Like, this is what it is. And if I feel like you and I could be something, we will be something. But as far as I'm concerned, you're temporary. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yes, this is getting what you deserve without having to overcompensate for somebody. It's going to naturally happen for you. I want to see you be surprised with a dozen of roses, or you walk into your apartment and have a whole bunch of roses sent to you. I hope that you do accomplish getting that confirmation that your crush feels the same way about you. But you got to step out of this impoverished mindset of believing that you deserve less than. Just because your family did it don't mean it's okay for you, okay? Rise above that. Break those generational patterns. Now let's see here. Now with this person, sweet universe, can you tell me what are the current energies that they're thinking when it comes to the collective of Aries? Like I said, I'm going to be tickled pink. But yeah, I need to get on the ball and put these bad boys out. I just got to make the cardstock thicker and longer. But I did it this way because I just wanted to see how they would turn out. Right there. Look at that. Well, you can't see it. That was my biggest flaw too. So it says you're not the only one. We're not meant to be is the next one. I am in your life to teach you to love yourself. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for me. Sorry, my sinuses, that's nasty. I'm so sorry. I thought I was going to see that card. Well, we'll just keep it there. But everything that I just said is right here. So let me read that to you again. This is for those that are in a no contact situation, and this is what they're thinking. You are not the only one. We are not meant to be. I am in your life to teach you to love yourself. This one is critical because some of y'all are thinking that your person is your twin flame. Okay, but twin flames, if I understand it right, are, that was my chair, not me doing anything else, but they are challenging connections because it's 10 times out of 10 a cat and mouse game. And it's to teach you that you should never chase anybody. You should never chase anybody. And it says, don't wait for me. So this person's energy is telling you right off that they are not it. You're sitting here holding on to this person. You're waiting for this person. And 10 times out of 10, it's not going to happen. You might get some messages. And this is only for some of you. Some of you, you might receive a message, but by then you might change your tune. Maybe you are waiting around to see what's going to happen for you and another person, but I just feel like the universe is going to shift your perspective to something else because that's what you need to be focusing on at this time instead of being hyper focused on love, because there's more to life than just love. And I get it. I've been single for I don't know how long. Too long, if I'm being honest, but as long as I have my peace, I don't care. Because I know my worth. And I refuse. There's times where I'm like, I know I could just go to just anybody, but I don't want to just go to anybody. I've been celibate for I don't know how long. What do I look like giving myself up for a one-night stand? No, I'm not doing it. I don't want their energy meshing with me at all. I don't want them touching me. See what I'm saying? So it's just like, But this Six of Pentacles is receiving the gifts. This is you. I feel like this is your energy. Now, what was this one right here? Do something kind for someone without expectation. This is what you should be manifesting. And this is on the forefront for you. So all the time that you feel like you've lost, you didn't lose that. It might have been invested on the wrong person, but you didn't lose anything. Because God's going to give that back to you in a different facet. Someone is going to knock your socks off. And they're going to give that same amount, if not more, of recognition. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. It's going to freak you out. That's how I know you're going to know the difference between the two of you. This person will always, the one that you're thinking of right now, is always going to have excuses as to why they can't be that person for you. And honestly, don't even look at it as an excuse. Look at it for what it is. They just can't be that person for you. They don't want to be that person for you, and that is okay. You know, think about when people apply for a job. Not everybody's going to get that position. Some people just aren't meant for that position, and that's okay. What do they usually do? They either one or two things. They either keep looking for something or they're going to sulk. Alright. Sweet universe. Can you tell me more information about what's going on in the Aries love life? So as of right right now, for those that are in situationships, I need you to choose yourself. Let this go. I do not want you to become jaded. Okay? This Six of Swords could also be a runner. Getting away from lack of accountability. Trying to get away from the stress of it all. But I feel like this is also you. You need to transition from this painful situation. You need to walk away from it. Because you keep hurting yourself every time. Look, boom. Love yourself first. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Then we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like that's how you feel at this time. You feel like this person is your true love, and he's not. She's not. Okay? Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be going through the hell that you're going through right now, right? Very soon, clearly decide on what it is so that you can, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And I feel like with this is saying to, basically, are you going to stick to this situation? Or are you going to walk away from this situation, take the time to heal from the humility that you are currently experiencing? Excuse me. Are you going to go back out there, but this time, take your time. If you don't want to talk to multiple people, that's okay. You don't need a title for anything. But what I'm saying is, just get to know people before you try to lock in on them. It's okay to be attracted, but that doesn't necessarily mean that y'all supposed to be meant to be together, okay? But I just feel like, as of right now, you experienced too many difficulties, so I feel like for a lot of you, you can be like, you know what, I'm just gonna fall back for a little bit. And I think that's best, because obviously you got some healing that you need to do. Okay, and then at the bottom we have worth waiting for, and it says divine timing is at work in your life. Oh, how we can't stand to hear that divine timing. But it's the truth. It is the truth. And to me, divine timing, because we are made in God's image, so therefore we have godlike qualities. Godlike. So I feel like a little bit of God's influence and your influence will determine. While God's in the background doing what needs to be done, this is the time for you to do your healing, doing your work, clearing up those generational patterns, walking away from energies that no longer serve you. Look up anxiety attachment disorder and all the different disorders that they have there. For example, you have the avoidant attachment, you have the I think it's the fearful attachment, and then you have the anxiety attachment. Look those up and see if you resonate with that. Because if you could do the work on your traumas from your childhood and what your inner child is going through, that's going to reap so much for you of a harvest, that is. I want to pull this card right here. It's driving me nuts. Oh, okay. So it says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So there you go. What is that? Something on my, it's ash. I was like, what is it on my hand? But yeah, like the universe is asking for you to just trust it. You're too good of a human being to continue to minimize your worth for other people that's not going to respect it. And even if you can't physically afford a luxurious life, I believe that you are destined to have that luxurious life. And yes, it is about how you make it. But I do believe that some of y'all are about to come into some money. You sure are. And that person is going to spoil the hell out of you. But do the work first. See what I'm saying? Like, you got to do the work. Nothing is going to come at you for free. Nothing's going to save you but yourself. I know it sucks because I wish that sometimes somebody would save my ass, but it ain't going to happen. If you want it bad enough, you're going to do what you got to do to make it happen, right? So, do I want to do one more? Just so that we can solidify. Get that out the way. Oops. We're going to do the what's the tea because I wanted to know what the tea was. Anyways. I need to put some WD-40 on these chairs. I intend to get some new furniture anyway, so it don't matter. Alright, sweet universe. This is for the collective. What final messages do you have for the collective when it comes to this person that they're thinking of? What's the tea? Okay, well, are you going to come out? Okay, never mind. Woo, okay, so played out. So this person is played out. This energy that you're in is played out. This shit is whack. It is overdone. Okay? It should have been done a long time ago. One more. Girl fight. We have arguments, physical fights, at war, competing. Yeah, some of you are in a winless battle. Competing for this man that is playing all of y'all. Ain't no better person in the situation. You all equally are getting played. And I don't care if they try to taunt you and say, well, that's my man and you just jealous. No, baby. You got the same dude that I just had. And he gonna treat you the same way. So there ain't no need of you getting into no fist fights with nobody because of somebody who is only gonna stick around for as long as somebody lets them. It just makes me think of Moke and Steph. He might be doing you, but he's thinking about shut your ass up, Moke and Steph. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. What? My voice is weak. I haven't sang in I don't know how long, but yeah. Like, nobody got time for that shit. That's so stupid. Feeling disgust, working your stuff. Telling things about mine, now he's feeling real high. Sorry. You ask why, cause he's mine. Like, that's so stupid. Go back and listen to that song. She sounds so stupid. And we had the audacity to bump to that shit. Alright, so we got love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgia. You're over here thinking about what once was, how great everything was. You have to understand that things change, okay? Things change. And at the end or the bottom of the deck, we have hustling, making it rain, focused on money and getting it. That's what you need to be doing right now. And if this person that you're talking to is a hustler, he don't know how to handle his business. He don't. And why would you want to be with somebody that's going to end up in jail anyways? He's doing it the illegal way. He don't want to take it upon himself to test exactly how intelligent he is. He want to try to find loopholes. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. So, do you, sweetheart? Seriously, do you? Take care of yourself. Get your hustle on. Get your vibration back to where it needs to be. Okay? Because this right here, it's not worth it. It's not worth your tears. So if you wanted to know if y'all gonna get back together, I mean, honestly, it's up to y'all. But why would you want to? Why would you want to? So that's all that I have for you, dear Aries. If you think that this resonates, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop some comments down below. Talk to me. What do you think about this reading? Tell your friends about me. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends about me, and tell your friends to tell their friends about me. I will let you know when I'm going to have my Etsy page, because I want to try to categorize each read. Because I just feel like everybody has a question for everything, and why not? So yeah, let me go ahead and get off here, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Leave this energy alone, please. Leave it alone. Okay? And before I go, don't come back here. Okay? Do not come back here hoping that the next time I do a reading for Aries that the energy has shifted, because that lets me know that you didn't listen to a damn thing I just said, because this right here needs to change. Okay? If you're still going to stay in this will remain. But if you want that, that's on you. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.